inside here at QBP. We are a bicycle parts wholesale distributor. I'm going to take you on a tour today on the different sections of our building here. Talk a little bit about our LEED certification. This is our LEED building behind me here. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. There are 5 specific components to becoming a LEED certified building. That is your material selection, your site development, your water savings technology, energy efficiencies, and then your indoor air and environmental quality. So we're going to talk about those as we go through. Just to kind of start out and give you a lay of the land, this is the previous building here. This was built in 1996. QBP has been in business since 1981, but we moved to this site in 96. We started out at about 50,000 square feet, and then in 2000 we expanded that to about 100,000 square feet going that way, and then the distribution center a little bit on the other side here. And then in 2005 we expanded again, added about 100,000 square feet, which is this building over here. That is our actual LEED certified building. So some different features that are going on out here that speak to that sustainable site development. One of the first things I like to point out is staying here or keeping ourselves on this site in the first place, which was very important to us for many reasons. We didn't want to go into a new green space, destroy a new green space, and the employees here are very, very connected to this specific space. We're butted up against the park here. This is Three Rivers Park District, so many of us feel very connected to that. We didn't want to move to a new facility. So a couple things we have going on. We have the hill up here, right up here by the building. We have drought-resistant prairie grass. So it's native to Minnesota here. So we need no water irrigation system. We actually took out what little irrigation system we had when we redesigned the layout of the site here. And then our building, as you notice, is sort of a unique design as it's really tall. And that was intentional because we didn't want a large footprint expansion this way. We really needed to just house a lot of product. So the building is tall and it's up and it's not out. And then it's a little difficult to kind of see some of these features because it's winter, but we have a stormwater retention pond right here. And then at the west end of the parking lot and on the south side of the building, we have rain gardens. So with those couple of features, we're able to keep about 90% of our water, our stormwater, here on site. And we also have porous pavers that line the parking lot, which act as you can see them really well right here where the motorcycle parking is. They act as a filtration system, so that will clean up some of that bacteria before it goes into the ground, some of the nasty runoff from the parking lot. When we redesigned our lot here, there was an existing building, a glass repair company. When we purchased that building and we took that building out, we reused 70 to 75% of that building, either by grinding up the foundation, using that in the parking lot, taking steel joists and putting them into the new distribution center, or employees were allowed to go in and take things for home projects. So it was really important to us to keep as much of that out of the landfill as possible.
Behind me is our catalog wall. This really shows the evolution of our catalog development from truly cut and pasted line art, and as we developed to higher quality images and actually shooting our own images, and really starting from 1981 on up to our current catalog that just came out in January of 2009.
Our design for cubes or workspaces is very non-traditional, particularly that this is a human resources department. We chose this Herman Miller furniture because we believe in a collaborative work environment. So there aren't any closed offices anywhere in this building anymore, except of course in the distribution center, and that's just because of noise. So if you want to have a little more private conversation with an employee, then you can go into one of our conference rooms, but your workspace, you're right in with everyone else that you work with. What these are solar tubes, so they're allowing natural light into the building, so we need less fluorescent light on because we have really great natural light coming in with a mixture of the solar tubes in the windows. This is the mezzanine, and what we have here is storage for demo bikes, for our brands, for Interbike, or for employees to borrow for the weekend if they wish. We have shock treatment center, so our customers can send in a fork and we will fix that for them. We also have Bike Builder, so you can choose your frame. You can choose all the parts you want on your frame, and we have a professional build done right here. This is our packing area. And to give you an idea of how many boxes we're shipping out, during on-season we're shipping out maybe 10,000 boxes, 3,500 on a really busy day. To put that into perspective, it's 2 or 3 semi-loads of product going out the door every day. We have what's called a last call time for orders, so anything that is called in or put into our system either at 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. Ships out same day, so same day shipping, depending upon where you're located in the country. We strongly encourage employees to bike to work, so we provide lockers, and then we have a towel service because in the men's locker room it's quite a bit more crowded than here. There's a lot of women that work here at QBP, but one of our things for making sure we have a clean, nice locker room was going with the towel service here. So you can ride right up to the front door, park your bike, come on in, get a shower. We also have a lunch service, so you don't have to worry about bringing your lunch unless you choose to do that. Okay, we are in the employee bicycle shop and ski shop right now. So if employees want to work on their own bikes off the clock, we have just about anything you need to fix up your ride before you head home. Well, right here what we have is paper recycling. So we recycle any paper, office paper, old catalogs. We are also able to recycle shrink wrap. We can recycle our plastic strapping, pallets. This is really important to us because we had set a goal of 2006 to 2007 to reduce our waste. And by finding, hard to recycle items, ways to recycle those, we were able to cut our waste by about 40%. This is what we call the hub. So this is used as an informal meeting space. Or, sometimes we'll have a happy hour up here at the little coffee bar. Then some of the materials we've used, the tables and chairs are all made from recycled, either wood or recycled metal for the legs. And the counter, the coffee bar counter itself is made from something called ice stone. This is recycled concrete, recycled glass. The cabinets are made from sunflower. And then the floor here is marmoleum, which is a real linoleum product that's made from recycled wood, natural pigments, something that you find, in an old house like your grandmother's house. It's been brought back. And then our baseboards here are all galvanized, so we don't have that vinyl off-gassing with the flooring or with the baseboards. So here we have our restrooms, and what's a little unique about the bathrooms here, the men's room, the urinals are waterless urinals, and then both bathrooms have dual flush toilets, so less water, more water on the flush. And then what you're hearing right now is, I don't know if you can hear that, but is the hand dryer. They're high power hand dryers, so we really encourage people to use the hand dryer versus using paper towels for less waste. We do have both as an option, and we're able to compost those paper towels, but we really push people to use the hand dryers. So here we have a picture of our solar panels. We have a 40 kilowatt solar PV array, and that generates about 6% of our energy. And to put that in perspective, it's about 300 kilowatts per day, which is about 10 to 12 average houses. This is a painting I did when I was in college. And so it's kind of funny because I'm the environmental coordinator here, and everybody always asks me, do you have training in this? Is your degree in environmental science? My degree is in painting, fine arts, but I have a passion, very strong passion for the environment, very strong passion for cycling. So, and customer service I'm very passionate about, so this fits really well for me. And this is what I do outside of working here at QBP.